let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a 3. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. I'm on a strict diet, hood, bocce in it. You know how I rock, I pass the no active one up top. We at the Angelino at the top. Foul introduced the she going, go ahead and shoot your shot. I throw the lamb in course. I'm on Deuce Block. He run now for sport. We off the court. They hating, that's of course.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Atlanta as the Hawks take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Wizards. Here's Embiid. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Pirtle.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Drops in the tray.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
To the left side wing. Pass to Smith. For 3. The rebound by Young.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Davis inside. Rebound by Smith. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Pass to Harden. Embiid with it. And the dunk by Embiid.
And talk about Embiid staying with that one.
And Davis gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
DeRozan on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
And the accelerated release from DeRozan gave him the upper hand there.
Here's Ingram. The kick out to Young. Outside, Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys screwed up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now, here is Harden. Floats one, and the shot goes down. DeRozan's got 9 points.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And he sinks the second. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Coffee. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
The kick out to Young. Memphis moving it around. Davis down low. And Davis throws it down.
Great little stuff there from Davis to finish things off.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Atlanta now. Tries the spin move. Pass to Coffee. On the wing to Rosen. And to Rosen. Throws it down hard.
And that's the criticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Now here is Smith. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Carter pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Down low. Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
McCollum, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Now here's Ingram. Still without a basket. Got a hand on it.
All the length of Kelly Olynyk helping to get that block.
Davis, that's for 2. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Now here's Ingram. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ingram's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Not burned on that one.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here's Olynyk from the... Wow, he nails the buzzer buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlight. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it. There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Cloak loose. Carter with it. Now defended by McCollum. Ingram wide open. No good on the three. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Grant. And the layup's good off the glass. Grant's got the first basket of the second quarter for Atlanta. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Oh!
I think Brandon Ingram, not only a great story in his own right, starting to find out just how capable he is as a talent in this league, but also for executives about being patient and letting that talent develop.
Here's Ingram. Following the basket by Jeremy Grant. Some solid defense from Grant. McCollum outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And Carter has it in the corner. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see they have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Making plays isn't something Grant is worried about, but he will make smart passes if he can.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Carrington. And it's Grant in the corner. Pocket 6. And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams will make substitutions. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside for Sexton. Carter outside. Into the lane. And he makes good on the layup.
And you could tell once he saw a sliver of daylight, Carter Jr. was off to the races.
Embiid inside. Wood is double. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Stolen. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Harden with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Harden. That's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. For three, Ingram. Rebound, Atlanta.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here is Harden. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Outside, Sexton. Memphis moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Back to Davis. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time. And these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. But it's still fun to poke at the rookies. Just a little bit.
Here's Harden. Carter pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Baseline J on the way. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
The Hawks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Wood.
And what you got to like about Christian Wood is he's a worker. It gives you that elite effort on pretty much every play, and coaches love that.
So both teams changing it up here. Wood.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And here's Young from the arc. And again, Memphis no good. So the wing on the left. Spins. Wood. Scores off the spin. Wood's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Hawks making a switch here. 1:43 left from the first half of basketball. Right side Davis. To halt the run. Here's Young. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's DeRozan. 12 points for him. Out left to the wing. Coffee can't get it to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. That size and athleticism makes it look easy. AD up on the rim.
Now McCollum, 7 points in the game. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And he goes in for the dunk.
Trae Young not afraid to make passes like that. Great vision.
DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Coffee. Back to DeRozan. 3 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup. DeRozan's got 14 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks ahead, up by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Outside, Davis. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Yeah, when Davis is on like this, there's really not much you're going to be able to do about it.
Here's McCollum. Count it, good. He's got 9.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here is Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks leading by 13. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Coffee. Out to Smith. Here's Coffee. The Hawks working the ball around. Harden gets the bucket.
And that's Harden. He could be too easily off the dribble or off the catch.
And they double up Davis. Young looking it over. Here's Pirtle. Outside, Sexton. Stolen by Harden. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. And Pirtle pulls it down. Young up top. Outside, Davis. Driving in. Atlanta with the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the left wing. Embiid inside the line. And Smith with the stop.
Smart play by Smith. Using that build to get in there and just fight for the rebound and the finish.
Now here's Ingram. Young outside. Over Harden. Young, no good. Atlanta leading by 18. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll. I can guard the post. I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
Harden will put you on some skates if you aren't careful.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so Young will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
Back to Young. Embiid with the steal. Pass to Harden. Over Young. And Pirtle sends it back. Young outside. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Atlanta.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
To the inside. Embiid. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And Trey knows he's going to get all the attention, does a good job of finding the open man.
Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Young up top. Outside for Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Atlanta leading by 20. Embiid inside. And Embiid throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Young drives in. Good on the bucket. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And what makes Young an all-star caliber player? Well, he can beat you with the jumper and the bounce. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
He clears that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Young's got 13.
Yeah, playing heads up right now, Trey Young. I'm amazed at how creative at times he can be.
I said, niggas just did a reboot for being friends together.
Here's Grant. Some solid defense from Pirtle. The Grizzlies trail by 18. And Davis can't get it to go. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Trust me, defense wants to keep Grant out of the paint, and he wants to get in there. That's why.
And here's Young from the arc.
I hit the gym last night. I didn't even go for like 2 hours.
The Hawks leading by 20.
Really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
I'm 1-2 right now. I got to put it in this
That should be their strategy.
Feel like you got plenty of space.
With 2 seconds left.
A couple.
And
Damn.
defense there to end the quarter. And as we get to the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Hawks ahead, running away with this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
I already had it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already.
We thank you for coming. We thank you for
Oh,
How much did you up by?
20, 24.
Yo, did you see that it was the greatest rain in history?
Yeah. What the fuck? I didn't see it, but I heard that.
Went from $50 to my name to $50K a night.
And then right when I was about to step out,
I wanna take you to the 60th floor when I pink. Move them bags for me, baby. I'll pay your rent. Tinted windows on the rentals, nothing less than 5%. These ain't ballin'.
Yeah, so quick. Like I said, it was the start of the fourth quarter. But the simulation that sent him to the end, it made it so that I outscored him in the third quarter 63 to 35. How the fuck? 63 by itself in a quarter.